Hello. Hello, you sexual wank pheasants. It's Bin's Day. I am here, the Waymaker.
Chef's kiss.
With Mikey on production.
Pretty soon we're gonna become this country.
And the beautiful, illustrious Brenna Duncan over there in Orange County.
Oh,
by the way,
won't somebody please think of the children?
Someone take the fucking soundboard away from this prick.
Isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know.
See, you give him an inch, he takes a mile.
Exactly. And anyway, welcome to the bin. We're here. You're there.
What do we do on the bin podcast?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
We
Mock
drink.
each other.
You bitch. And we
I think
drink
that's
some more.
valid.
And we admire Brenna's hair.
Brenna coming out looking like a stone fuck. Do I have any? Oh, wait a minute. That's all I got. It's the only compliment thing I have on this strap. Sorry.
Wow.
Everything else is an insult. What does
And
that
that's
say about
not.
Fuck the Cardi. You cannot fuck the Cardi.
You can't fuck the Cardi. It's fun. It's like a flipped over rig.
Thank you for choosing your IB-BOS Tactical Assistance AI.
There you go. That's what we're all going to be answering to pretty soon.
Yeah, and that is also due to Brenna's inception of Skynet.
Yep,
we're all fucked.
Yeah, I don't care what you guys say. The more you complain, the faster it goes.
Is that code?
I'll stop screaming.
Oh no, that is not code. That is directly saying just keep complaining.
I think what she's saying, Wayne, is resistance is futile. I think that's what she's saying.
100%. 100%.
You're just going to waste the resources that we're going to harvest from your body by extending all of these calories out, resisting.
Should we just call Brenna 7? In fact, Mikey, can you change her name to
7
7
of
on the screen?
9.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brenna, let me just kind of visualize a little thingy over your eye here.
7 is a blonde. It doesn't work. Sorry.
I didn't have the real Star Trek. I had the bootleg version. No, she had all kinds of hair colors. It was a different girl. She was a different 7 every week.
Do not insult Jerry Ryan, because
Jerry Ryan is the reason for this.
Including Scorpio Patriot.
No, not that. Not that.
Isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know.
You can thank 7 of 9 for Donald Trump.
Wow.
Her did it.
Mikey's over there trying to produce and stepping all over his D.
I'm just saying, she did it.
Okay.
Her husband cheated, and that led to a scandal. He was running against Obama. That tanked his campaign. Obama won. America got mad. Had to they had to unblack the country, and they voted for Donald Trump.
Mikey.
They had to erase.
Mikey, this is where you get your cork board out and your red string.
Oh, you think I trust red string these days?
Oh my God. Get out of here.
Have you heard the chemicals they put in the red string in particular, targeting people like myself? No.
Your foil hat is missing.
Gray string. They'll never see it coming. I use brown string. They can't tell if it's dirty or not.
Oh, Jesus.
Green string, and then I can just erase it.
I take it all out in post. That way they can't see my connections.
Brenna's got nothing but green string behind her. It's called a sheet.
It's called fabric, sir. It's not a conspiracy. Do I have any conspiracies?
I'm not hiding it.
Oh, here we got a little conspiracy here.
Oh, look, just teed it up for you. Just teed it up.
Breaking news from Georgia, where former President Donald Trump has just waived his arraignment appearance and entered a not guilty plea. Trump and his co-defendants have an arraignment scheduled for next Wednesday. It comes as the judge in Georgia overseeing the case against Trump and his 18 co-defendants is set to hold a hearing today on requests by news organizations to allow additional cameras and other recording devices in the courtroom. It also comes one day after a federal judge said,
what do you think about cameras in the courtroom? Because I know that's not a thing in every country. What do you guys think about that?
We just have illustrators. That's literally what we've got.
I mean, if you have illustrators, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of oldie worldy. So realistically, you could have cameras.
Fucking webcam. A webcam's $80. You know what I mean?
He just said it's tradition, is what he said. It's tradition. Yeah.
It's like Christmas.
It's tradition.
Yeah, no, it's like the old powdered wigs. You know, there's no need for them anymore, but we still do it. So
because it's tradition.
Somebody's getting rich off of that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, them powdered wigs are silly money.
They're not
silly
they're
money.
not wearing something cheap. Like
No.
this is no Spirit Halloween $3 mask on clearance.
Exactly. You can't just walk in there and get some nylon shit.
Can you imagine how crazy it's
full
gonna
of fake hair?
Can you imagine how crazy it's gonna be that they're gonna have to pay for those using euros in a couple of years?
All right, Mikey, let's not go there now.
I'm just saying.
We're not ready for that yet. Don't
just
start.
Come on.
Don't
come
start.
on.
Don't start.
Just come on down.
I would say we've got more likelihood of taking the US dollar than we would the euro at the minute.
You don't want that. You do it. Think long term. Think long. Don't go with us.
Not gonna work out.
Don't go with us.
Sorry.
We'll have the Canadian whatever they have there.
The fucking loony.
The Canadian dollar.
The loony and the toonie.
I don't know. Canada's like snide America, so I don't really know what goes on there.
Bunch of cold stuff.
Yeah, and in a boot.
They have most.
And the funny thing is, like most of the problems the Canadians are having are just Americans that went north of the border. I'm like, see, should have built that wall like Trump was telling y'all to. Now the Americans done snuck
The
up
real
there.
problem is the Americans.
They're like, yes, we are worried about our southern border, says Canada.
There you go.
And we'll
there
let
you
the
go.
US pay for it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I know.
So, Mikey, where are we going with this?
Sorry, I got her out of camera. She's got a burp, so trying to do 6 things at once here.
Okay.
All right.
So, cameras in the courtroom. Well, okay, so state stuff, I get it. Maybe that's not something we need to see, but if it is our country, like if this is an act against our own country from within, we deserve to see it.
To be fair, we are the defendants here.
I mean, if there was an attack on our country, yeah. I want to see, I want to hear what people are saying. I want to see their reactions. I want their body language to be scrutinized. That's an attack on our country. So would I like to see Georgia? Absolutely. I would love to see that. But the federal case, the insurrection, the seditious acts, I want to see that.
I think
I deserve it.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched January 6th.
To be fair, I don't know what the rules are in America, but over here you can go to the public gallery for any court case. So if you're allowed to go to the public gallery, I don't see why there's any issue as to not broadcast it.
And see, here's the thing though, because it's going to be like the president, former heads of state, and all these people, the building's going to be locked down anyway. and you're not gonna let anybody in there. So at that point, it doesn't matter what he's doing. You should have a camera there. If it's concerning the people and it concerns, bless you, baby, and it concerns the law, you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't be allowed in that building anyway because he's there, because of the Secret Service. So at least because of the Secret Service, there should be cameras because people can't physically be present.
Yeah. Yeah, to sort of negate the whole fact that you can't go there.
Right.
Surely you should have access to seeing what the thing that you would normally see.
And I wouldn't even request that it would be live because
I was gonna
there
say,
might be sensitive
broadcasting live maybe pushing it.
Because a lot of stuff should be redacted. Like, we don't want everything out in the public, and then in those cases you can still do the same thing, but
well, like witnesses, you don't want, if there's the difference between a public witness. Some people, like, especially now, you fear for your life.
I don't know that you get. I don't know that you get that protection though. I think that's part of taking the deal, is that you have to testify. You know what I mean? Like, you have to testify in open court. Court is public, unless it's sealed for like because it's a minor, or if you know what I mean. The certain cases can be sealed, but this should be open. But then you're bringing into question like the whole national security thing. Like, if it's the president, they can call, it's a national security thing or confidentiality or whatever clause they want to bring in. So to your point, you're correct in the sense of it shouldn't be live because of necessary redactions that may need to come out. Right.
Yeah, I would say probably not having live broadcast might be good. But it would be we need to make sure that the proceedings are going as, we need to scrutinize what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Tons of my says, I will set up for a GoPro strapped to Stephen Miller's head 24/7. Oh God.
Jesus. No, I don't want to know what that guy does. I'm sorry.
He only turns it on in the bathroom.
Oh, no,
not at all. We're timeout.
You'd be like forced to watch. You'd be forced to watch what he's watching on his phone while he's pooping for like 45 minutes. Like,
right, Mikey.
It's
like
100%
I don't
stepmom porn.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
I was gonna say it, but you said it.
No, I can say it. It's 100%.
Mikey can't push your button quick enough.
I'm burping the baby. I can't.
He can't even push the button. Okay, right. So I'm gonna ad-lib it for him. Dum ba dum ba dum bum bum.
And then I will sound clip that and use that for the rest of my life. Thanks, Wayne.
You're welcome. I've got the guitar right now. I can play it if you like.
There's no guitar in that.
Oh, it's bass. I just pitch shift it. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I hope the footage of it comes out. It doesn't need to be live, but we need to know what happens. People need to see him testify and see him, like, because he won't be, I don't know if he'll be able to plead the fifth for some of this shit, and he'll have to give answers to some things, or he'll have to, at least we'll get to hear the questions he's being asked about his involvement and he'll have to, when they say, well, so and so testified that this happened, is that person a liar? Did that happen? La, da, da. And then he has to just stand there and plead the fifth. Like, all those plead the fifths need to be recorded so that we can have each one of those on the record that you're just an actual piece of shit who tried to fucking overthrow the government because you're mad you lost.
Can I ask a question of you two, as you're much closer to the action than I am over here? Do you think that any of Trump and his 18 co-defendants will see any kind of prison time?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Who?
A bunch of them are going to jail.
Would you like to speculate on who and for why?
Hold on.
Brenna, this applies to you as well. Jump in.
sorry. I was clipping your boom da doom da doom doom doom.
No, you weren't.
For Wayne, for Mikey's soundboard, I was.
Thank you.
It's on Twitch. So.
Thank you.
Oh, you absolutely.
And I did Jartan's teeny from I believe it was last week. So there's still that.
Fair play.
Yeah, no.
I'm
getting used to it.
We'll get you on something, Brenna.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ooh, we do have a got him though.
We do have a got him.
We got a new got him. Oh.
Yes.
Are we more from Georgia? Yes, right? We're not done.
Yeah. This is
Rudy?
This is part of it.
Look at that that's a nice camera, dude. What was that, Canon? It's nice.
Honey defamed
Mikey, stay on point.
Georgia
I want that thing.
Election workers and is liable for damages after failing to comply with discovery.
Poor Rudy, he's so broke.
Brenna, clip that.
Is that what this is gonna be? No. You're just not even gonna engage in the show. You're just waiting for sound clips. Come on, it's gotta be organic, man.
No, it's natural progression of language.
Okay. Chef's kiss.
Free obligations in their lawsuit over baseless claims they committed fraud during the 2020 election. A civil trial will be held to determine the amount of damages.
What the hell did his neck go? Like his suit just crept up his back of his neck and just grabbed onto the base of his skull.
I don't even believe he had a neck in the first place.
I thought he had one.
He's not really. I mean, there's less of like Rudy Giuliani. Remember the old Rudy Giuliani, America's Mayor?
America's Mayor.
I think it's been slowly replaced by like animatronic parts. So
yeah, he's basically a Jim Henson puppet right now.
Yeah, I mean, with the oil leakage from a few years ago.
That was straight out of Fifth Element.
Yeah. Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Jork. I fucking love that movie more than anything. Best movie ever.
Giuliani's political advisor says Giuliani has been, quote, wrongly accused. With us now, NBC News correspondent Blaine Alexander in Atlanta.
I almost spit my water out. You're a little lying ass, Rudy. Come on, man. Like, at this point, I'm getting really, like, how is the court system not done with this shit? Like, you're out of strikes, bro. Just show up, just shut up and show up to court and take your lumps. Like, at this point, like,
just
you're fucked, dude.
But how many times does Giuliani need to be in some kind of public hearing?
He kept attaching himself to everything because him broke. And it was
he kept doing Trump's bidding because he doesn't have the money. So he has to attach himself to Trump because Trump's the one that can spend the money.
He's the whale.
He has the credit.
But it's embarrassing because all of last year he was just constantly in a different courtroom, just constantly.
Yeah. Well, he's been disbarred now, right?
Well, he also was the personal lawyer, so he wasn't even part of the United States government. He was Trump's personal lawyer, which means Trump could do whatever he wanted with Rudy Giuliani. He could send him anywhere. So there weren't as many consequences for him. So he could he did the election stuff, like the election. He went to the different states where they were
trying to get the fraud thing over.
They questioned the legitimacy of the elections, and he was the one that was there, like sending in all these complaints.
Yeah, he directly implicated himself in all of this, trying to be the fix-it man, trying to be the I'll take care of that for you there, boss. I'll take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Well,
did he not get then turned over for the Dominion stuff?
Yeah, I think he lost that case. That was the defamation case, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he lost though. That's the other thing. So he lost that case. So that's money that he's not getting back. You know what I mean? And Trump's not gonna spot him. So he's drying up over there.
Wow.
That's how they get you, man.
But then again, he learned from Trump. Don't don't use your own money. Use somebody else's money. That's this wealthy idea that you never use your own money.
Sell some t-shirts with your mugshot on.
Sell some NFTs that you put screenshots of online. Fucking
but then
dumbass.
look at all these other defendants that are in these cases. They're all like asking Trump, like, we did this for you.
Have you got me, bro?
You gotta.
Have you got me? He's like, nah.
You gonna spot me a quid? Like,
yeah. That's everyone is looking like. No, my man said he got it. He's like, I did not tell them to put that shit on my tab. I have no idea.
He'd pay the bill.
I don't
like
even
he's
know
paying
that.
for all of us. And
really
Trump's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and
he's out the toilet window.
I gotta check the
Rudy's over.
Rudy's like airing my tires. I'm sorry. Let me go out and check that before I pay the bill. Like totally dies to death.
I've just got to take this phone call. Be back 1 minute.
Rudy's been the guy who's been waiting out in the park. Like Rudy has been the guy that dips out 10 minutes before, right? And then he calls Trump, and then Trump runs out, and then they both leave without paying. And that's been their scheme this whole time. Is one dips first, and then the other one drags the other one with, and they both get out scot-free. Yeah. And then Rudy just can't get him to drag him along. He just like, come on, man, you got me right. He's like, I'm sorry, sir. Do you look lost? Like, can I help you find something, sir?
Like, you have to pay for gas right now. I'm sorry, I don't have my card, so you have to pay for gas. You might as well. Let's get need some snacks there. So while we're there, hey, I gotta stop in and get myself.
He turns around to Rudy and goes,
sorry.
Do I know you?
Yeah.
Who are you, bruv?
Never seen him before in my life, officer.
I don't know this guy.
I've never seen Rudy Giuliani before in my life, sir.
This guy keeps following me around. I don't know who he is. Can you have a word?
Was that the guy wearing the... Is that the guy wearing the dress that I almost kissed that one time? I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, mate. America.
I keep calling this number and this guy keeps picking up. Jesus. Oh.
You're so excited.
God love it. God love America.
No, take that back.
No. We gave you it. You're fine. You just stay over there. You keep your shit.
No.
I stand by what I said years ago. This is your problem. You started this fucking fight. You lit it on fire. It scared you. You ran off. You ran back off across to your country. This thing has been raging over here. UK started the fire.
No.
UK started the fire.
Not going to do
you
it.
arrogant fucks said, hold my beer. There you go. Crack on.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, wait, I think I need to, you know what I did not do? Label.
Load them in right.
I didn't label any of these. So they're all labeled 2023-61-801. So I should probably label this.
He wasn't doing shit but his job.
See? Wow. Oh, that's from the brawl. That's from the brawl down in Montgomery. I had to memorialize that on the soundboard.
He wasn't doing shit but his job.
I don't even know what that was. Was that some form of English?
He wasn't doing shit but his job? Is it soft? Could you hear it? Sorry. No. Excuse the infant.
I could hear it, but it made absolutely no sense.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Far-right group the Proud Boys after their conviction on seditious conspiracy charges related to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. NBC News Justice reporter Ryan Riley is outside the courthouse. What have you got?
Okay.
Hey there, Joe Biggs has been sentenced to 17 years in federal prison. That's the second longest sentence of any.
This guy is smiling. Did you see that?
Who's Joe Biggs?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
America, baby! See you later, homeboy!
From Universal Studios.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun, bud. Have fun.
Enjoy being the most popular man in prison.
Have fun. Fucking murderers. Anyway.
January 6th, defendant. It's a significant downward departure from the range that he had determined, the judge had determined in this case, which had been 27 to 33 years.
These guys
Federal prosecutors
look
had
like they hate themselves.
I mean, to be fair, you could do with a little bit of colour in your fucking wardrobe.
Like, I'm wearing black and
Liven it up a
black
bit, lads.
and black.
Get like a motif
These colors
going.
don't run. It's black, dude.
They're so they are so
It's
against
black and grey.
rainbows. They're so against rainbows. They're doing nothing but black and grey.
I thought there was a bunch of stagehands out there about to set up some stage. I thought you were about to set up an open air festival. Like I thought you guys gonna start bringing speaker cables and fucking shit.
This is just
No.
a picture of roadies.
I expect them all to line
the
up.
band?
Right? So they're lining up, right? All in a line together, looking all tough, and then they take their jackets and they rip them off, and they're all in sparkly, like
sequins,
glitter, sequins,
yeah,
fringe, just like, and then they do like a Men in Tights style dance.
Temperatures rising.
Breeze it, buzz it, easy does it. Stay loose, boy. It is West Side Story, that shit. What would they do if like the Jets ran up to them? Like some Puerto Ricans just started like all in Chuck Taylor's All Stars, just fucking started doing
all like this.
In unison, and then you have to do the jump.
Yeah, little.
Because what they're walking towards right now is a couple of Puerto Rican geezers leaning up against the wall with their foot on the wall, leaning back. They've got the cigarettes in their sleeve.
James Dean style.
They're
clicking.
On a little...
Oh, you know what?
They're waiting.
This is the big. They're reshooting the Beat It video.
Oh.
So then they're gonna shoot. They're gonna flip the camera. Then there's gonna be the other gang, and they'll probably come in with like, I don't know, probably like a Caprice with some fucking spinners on it, and it'll be like that's the new kind of rival gangs. Will be like dudes from the hood versus Proud Boys versus whatever the hell they had in the original.
I have a historical question to ask you guys. What came?
Damn right.
Mikey's back on it.
We do not care.
What?
See, the problem is everybody who's watching it. See, the problem is everybody who's watched this later, they don't know which one I'm gonna do, and they have to ignore me, but they can't not listen to it because it might be funny. So they have to like dip their toe in the water, and then sometimes I can get them to fall in, and that's what Wayne just did. He dipped his toe in, and I got him.
Right. The question I'm going to ask is, what came first, the Beat It video or the film The Warriors?
I haven't seen The Warriors.
Have you not?
No.
I feel like Warriors came before Beat It.
Really?
Thank you for choosing your IB-BOS Tactical Assistance AI.
I am looking up the answer for you.
Brenna's right there.
I'm making our VR bedroom. I'm making the bed in our VR bedroom right now, you little perverts. You're going to kill the art so you can be perverts. I'm still on this AI thing. I'm not letting it go. But I did consider letting the AI do all of the production work.
Warriors is 1979.
Beat It was like 83.
It's got Beat is like near 83.
So Beat It was based on Warriors.
Sure. If you say so.
Oh, no. Isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case,
proved your point. That's what I'll label that one. Proving your point.
I win.
And Trump agrees with you. Yikes.
Requested 33 years in federal prison for Joe Biggs, saying that he was a leader of this violent attack on the U.S. Capitol, showing images of him with a bullhorn leading the mob towards the Capitol. Joe Biggs ultimately made it onto the floor, was in the gallery of the U.S. Senate during the attack, and subsequently celebrated this, saying that January 6th was a day that would live in infamy. Joe Biggs spoke before his...
Hold up.
Law and Order. I'm so glad that these are the same people that are like, lock her up, and then immediately went and committed crimes. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
wasn't
two-tier
you can't
justice
commit crimes these days, Mikey?
Apparently, I can't do it.
Wasn't Joe Biggs part of InfoWars?
Maybe. You want a live Google on that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joe Biggs was an InfoWars Alex Jones fucking alumni.
Biggs.
I remember him talking about Fukushima and all that sort of shit back in the day.
Did you watch that episode?
Yeah.
Biggs was an organizer for the Proud Boys and former InfoWars staff member.
There you go.
Where he was an on-camera personality. Also hosted a show on Censor TV that has since been removed from that website.
And Wayne has been devastated ever since they took it off the airwaves.
He hate watches regularly.
I hate watch a lot of shit.
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I will never get the concept of hate watching shit.
Because
why do you? No, we're going into this is fucking.
Okay,
get this fucking video out of here.
We're not hate watching.
What doesn't it just piss you off?
No, it gives me ammo when it comes to people that I disagree with. I can actually say, I know where you've got this information from. Like,
okay, hold on. That point you just made, does that ever get you any points for you knowing where they got it from?
Yes, because it ingratiates me to them in the sense of, like, if I'm going to like someone's house in the job that I do, I can kind of relate, and I'm kind of creating a little bridge. I'm not sitting there critiquing them. I'm like, oh, you heard that from here. Oh, how do you know this person? Like the other day, I had a lady and...
Are we talking about the same thing anymore? I don't know if we're talking about the same thing anymore.
No. The hate watching thing. And this particular lady was waffling on about conspiracy stuff. And I said, oh, do you like David Icke? And she went, yeah, how do you know about him? I went, yeah, I know about him. It's fine. But it helped me kind of build a little rapport in the sense of I'm in your house.
So Wayne's strategy is, if I know all the players for all of the sports teams, then I can pretend to talk sports with people.
Exactly that. But when I leave,
just tell people you don't like sports. You don't have to fucking pretend. Just tell her she's a fucking lunatic. Just tell her she's crazy.
But when I leave, I'm like, that fucking person is batshit crazy.
Tell her to her face. Be like, hey, did you know that you're like really fucked up, and like why do you think this? Like, that's what I always like. Whenever people hit me,
how about maybe that's not?
Like maybe that's like the difference in maybe our personalities or culturally or countries or whatever. But
yeah,
motherfuckers bring a conspiracy theory my way, or so I'm like, man, what are you talking about? That is not real. Who told you that?
We have dinner table rules about not talking politics and religion.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, it's especially with new people, you just don't.
Yeah.
And especially if you have to, be in their house and work on their drill holes in their walls. Like, you just don't.
Brenna, that's not what I do.
Well, we did see photographic video evidence.
Media.
Your Honor, I would like to present this link as Exhibit A. You will notice that the perpetrator has a Stanley drill, that is a Hitachi drill, and he's putting several holes into the glass of the person's windshield of their car. Said it would get more air that way.
I'm trying to save the planet on your behalf. You carry on.
You're trying to save them drill bits in between holes. Is what you're saving.
Have you realized what like the planet is trying to do to the United States? Like, have you figured that out?
Can you drill a couple holes in the United States? Maybe it'll help.
Like the planet Earth doesn't want us.
Okay.
It's trying to destroy us.
Well, then why don't you all come and live on this lovely island?
It sent a hurricane to California.
During an earthquake.
A hurricane. It sent a fucking hurricane.
California and said, "Wait a second, there's got to be something else I can do here."
That's like a Sharknado thing. If somebody told me that happened like 2 weeks ago, I'm like, yeah, on fucking Tubi, right? Like, what kind of bullshit end of the world movie? Yeah, hurricanes. Yeah, good one.
This is 2012 all over again.
Fifth largest economy. Have that. That'll learn you.
That'll put you in fifth.
Fifth that.
That's like when the blue shell comes in fucking Mario Kart. It's like, oh, I think you're doing good, huh? You just wait, Bucko.
Wow.
Yours is gonna be knocked down.
Hey, yours is coming, Bucko. Don't you worry about it.
Look what they did to Canada. Look what they did. Look what Mother Nature did to Canada. It's like, look, you guys are too damn smug for your own good. We gotta burn you down.
They laughed too hard at us at Trump, and Mother Nature set that shit on fire. Like, calm down.
Yeah,
you got shit too.
You gotta wait.
So you get all that extreme shit over there, right? We get the wrong kind of leaf on a train line, and that's it. The country shut down. We're done.
You get sunshine and freak out. Like, the cloud passes by, and you're like, "Whoa!"
We're all burning to a crisp.
we all need to tax breaks. Everybody gets tax breaks.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, we always had pollution to block out the sun, and now they've done away with it, and I'm just burning this.
Damn you, Macon.
They just start yelling that there's no more smog clouds to protect them from the ultraviolet rays. Like, what? You could just put carburetors back and everything will be fine.
Let's counter this climate change by bringing back another mini ice age.
I can't remember who it was. Someone smart told me something about like, oh, we should put stuff to absorb the sunlight, to like increase the albedo properties of the Earth's surface so that less light gets to the surface or hits our atmosphere. I'm like, oh, you mean pollution?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking. You're talking about pollution?
Mikey's going full chemtrails on us.
Well, if you inject something purposefully in the atmosphere to block out sunshine, what else could you call that except for pollution? That's what you've done. You haven't created anything. That's pollution.
I think we've gone so far down this rabbit hole that we don't even know where we are. Where are we in our tour of the news?
Earth. And I figured out how to save the Earth. Hemp. You're welcome.
I know how to save the Earth. Let's get rid of Florida.
Send me with my drill.
It's worked so far.
That's all he does.
So, did you guys prepare for battle?
Me?
Yes.
Where are you going, Mikey?
I don't prepare for battle.
Maybe nowhere because I can't find the original clip.
I'm from California. We don't fight.
Yes, you do.
No.
That's all you do.
You have the Bloods and Crips. What are you talking about? You have all the gangs.
Yeah.
Y'all invented gangs.
Y'all invented gangs.
Y'all patented that shit. Mass produced it, sent it out.
I only know about California through media.
You watch the OC? By the way, never watched an episode.
I did.
I've never watched an episode of the OC, and there's a reason because I live in Orange County. I did watch every single. I watch every single episode of Arrested Development, though, because that's 100% correct.
What was the chops? Was it Misha Barton in that show?
I don't know any of the actors. I never watched it.
Misha Barton.
I literally just told you I never watched an episode of the OC.
The two people who have never seen it.
Never seen it. I do not watch the OC.
This is some great bin podcast footage captured by yours truly and posted as a short, so you can go watch that later if you want. But Wayne, enjoy.
Do you have concern for the country as I do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think those who are conducting this travesty and creating this two-tier.
This is about Trump getting arrested and possibly doing any jail time.
System of justice. I want to ask them, what the heck? Do you want us to be in civil war? Because that's what's going to happen. We're not going to keep putting up with this. And Eric, I like that you suggested that we need to get angry. We do need to rise up and take our country back. Now, I would say the RNC, though, that's what's lacking when it comes to collective anger that can be healthy and it can be useful. Where is the
healthy and useful anger?
The RNC, they hold the purse strings to the party. They hold the
RNC is broke.
Funds that could be helping out in this situation. They have the platform, and yet they're too timid. A bunch of freaking rhinos running the thing.
A bunch of freaking rhinos.
Bunch of freaking rhinos.
The RNC, they better get their stuff together, or I'll have to ask them too. What do they want as an outcome of this civil war?
So what do you want out of this, Wayne? A civil war?
How about it? And it will literally be New York, California against the rest of the country. Because Florida are fucking bonkers. Right, because they've got all their...
Not Miami.
No, all of Florida.
Not Disney World.
No, they're all bonkers. They're all bonkers.
Disney is fighting DeSantis every day. Fighting a good fight.
Texas wants to do one, right? You've got Oregon, that's kind of like
we need Houston.
Weird woke thing. You've got California, which is where the illustrious Brenner resides, and they just don't know what's going on. And then you've got the middle bit.
We don't need it.
It's just aggro. It's just fucking aggro.
Wow. That was racist. At first, I was going to say it wasn't racist, but now I feel racism.
I thought the United Kingdom had a better education system than we did over here.
We're going to become this country.
Damn right. You're right, drinking new mother. Bitching about the laws.
I goes where I goes.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm Idris Elba. I goes where I goes.
This little girl refuses to take a nap.
Drink it.
But what do you say, Miss Brenna, about the chances of a second civil war if Trump is prosecuted?
So I'm gonna let everybody know this. So in terms of us, like if we're talking about war, we're talking about literal like weapons against people, right? That's kind of what a civil war kind of. I just want to remind everybody out there that the civilian population of guns is still less than the entire like military, army, all those branches will outgun you.
Nuh-uh. I got stuff that'll get a tank or a drone. Mm-hmm. The hundreds of thousands of drones that are all over the country, maybe in the air right now.
Mikey, Brenna has got you over a barrel. She has all of the drones. She has all of the drones. Like, what's going to happen is
Brenna will drop.
I'm so glad that I got interrupted by a man. It's amazing. Please mansplain to me.
gotta get the binky.
Soz.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm fairly certain the Civil War, it would most likely be a tussle because it would be stopped pretty quickly. And we can't have a civil war because a civil war was about civilian rights and who is allowed to be called a civilian.
Yep.
That's just language that basically says it's basically the South will rise again, kind of.
To rise up.
Which is just a nostalgia thing, isn't it? Really.
That's what. It's when being racist, sexist, homophobic, anti-government, when that was cool. That was like peak, like anti-government, racism, sexism, homophobia, all this stuff. And
Don't
so
you want us
now
to be
that
great again.
I'm already losing my rights, so no, I'm good.
I gotta do a diaper. I'll be right back.
All right,
Brenna, come over here. You've got all the rights. Come over here. I got a spare room there, so.
Where's my? Wow.
I think he's doing changing duties.
I need that button. Wow. Anyway, this is like they have nothing left. They have absolutely nothing left because they can't defend what he did or what he says or the people that are behind him, right? They can't defend, insurrection. They can't defend the stealing of documents, of classified documents that could lead to national security issues. They can't defend election interference. They can't defend it.
No.
So they just have to say, look, it's actually you guys. It's actually like the people. It's actually against the people. It's not against Trump because Trump is their idol. It's their golden calf.
Yeah.
And this is what it's going to happen. And this is why, speaking of what we talked about before, this is why we need to see this.
Yeah.
Because we need to see the words come out of their mouths and saying in front of a judge, in front of a jury, in front of the American people that shit is bad. Like what Trump did is harmful to the America and it's harmful to our national security. We need to know these things.
But Brenna,
instead of saying, oh yeah, he was right on giving up our national secrets. They have to say, oh, this is like this never ending, the MAGA Republicans are being targeted. Like he's being targeted by the Democrats. Yes, Wayne.
But this is kind of contradictory to what we was discussing earlier when I said about I love to hate watch because I need to see that shit. I need to see what these people are fucking listening to, what these people are hearing, and what is poisoning their fucking brains. So to say I don't want to hate watch it because it's detrimental to my mental health in any way, shape, or form. But this is kind of the opposite. We need to see that. You need to go in and see what they're hearing, because otherwise, how do you then form a defense when it comes to them attacking you as a progressive, left-leaning, decent fucking human? If you can't disarm them by knowing what they're hearing and being able to debunk what they're hearing,
they're not going to listen. This is the thing that I think is not it's not being it's not being seen. You cannot fix them.
No, of course not.
I cannot fit. We cannot fit. Mikey cannot. Kira, yes.
Yeah.
Kira can.
Sienna and Florence could probably do it as well.
They're good. They understand. Anyway,
they're pure.
Yeah, they are the future. But you can't fix what they believe that, you know, what is wrong.
Yeah.
So it's not about countering their arguments. Okay. And I think just going after and saying like that we, you know, you know, Sarah Palin is trying to make herself relevant, so she's saying all this shit to get into the news. I mean, that's obvious for us.
Yeah.
We know this. Because we haven't heard Sarah Palin's name for probably 6 months. So she has to be in the news, especially during the election cycle is starting up. She needs to be relevant. But it's not about trying to counter it's about trying to get them to see it. And that is an art form.
Yeah.
And that is not something us average individuals know how to do.
I would say it's not a matter of countering. It's a matter of understanding where they're getting these opinions from, and then just highlighting this is why you're incorrect. I'm just going to show you. I don't expect you to change your mind, but if you do, Kushti. If you don't, at least I've had a go. But it's knowing where they're getting this stuff from, because there are too many people in this world that are all out for the coin. They're all fucking shilling for a bit of money, and they're doing dangerous things to good people. And I hate seeing like friends of mine who are susceptible to this sort of stuff, like your Jordan Petersons and people of that ilk, that then propagate the narratives that are being given by these people. And when you actually question them, they don't actually know. All they're doing is regurgitating and repeating, and it's like, well, look, this is why this is being debunked. This is silly. So you can give them the information. If they don't take it, that's fine. But at least turn up, tooled up. Do you know what I mean? You've got the armor. You can say, right, well, this is what's going on. This is why I think you're wrong. Have a look. If you don't like it, it's fine.
So my question is, why do you need to watch it to say that?
Because I need to know where they're getting the information from, because they will.
You know where it's from, but why do you need to know what the details of the information are?
Because they will cite surveys and references and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be like, okay, well, that's already been debunked by this, and this, and I can give them that. I don't need
but it's not a factual argument that they're looking for, because if it was fact based, they wouldn't be where they are.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying you're trying to use a fact thing for the people who literally don't care about any kind of peer review, because they don't. That's why I say you shouldn't use that tactic, because it goes against how they learn things. You know what I mean? Like, they learn things through how it makes them feel about themselves, right? Like Jordan Peterson
they have to
makes
come
them
to that conclusion,
right? And then that's what I said. I'm like, so when he says stuff to you, it makes you feel important, right? Well, I mean, not like important. It makes you feel like you've been
like you know something.
It makes you feel like you kind of like everyone's kind of leaving, like you're kind of being left out of things. And that everyone's kind of talking for you
because they understand how to get there.
Yeah.
They know how to take an argument and twist it so that now it's you. Now you understand it. And like Jordan Peterson is one of the, Joe Rogan does a good job of this too. And then even like the little, like the bros that are on, you know, TikTok and stuff like that, they know how to use those arguments and twist them around and sound pretty. They make them sound pretty so that you remember exactly what they're telling you. They're making you, or not you,
Wayne.
They're making their listeners believe that what they are telling them is facts and the truth, and that's they have to react a very certain way to it. So
there's a lot of
they
that,
learn they learn how to counter your facts. That's what they're taught.
And then they'll gish gallop you, right? So as soon as you debunk 10, they can make up 50 more before you can debunk those 10. And then they'll make up another 50. So you'll spend all day and night watching every single episode of every single thing just to find out they were wrong. Or they took it, you know what I mean? Like, took it out of context, because they will reference everything and anything, even things that are literally contrary to their position. Like these men's rights activists. I'm like, cool, dude. Whose fucking rights? Whose fucking rights do you think it's been protected this entire time? I was like, blacks and women weren't even involved in this whole law shit when it started, right?
Yeah, that's one of the battles I'm fighting right now with a very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine.
So my thing is like, cool, dude, you're feeling unheard. You're feeling like you're getting taken advantage of the situation. What's something going on with your kid? You and your old lady? Okay. What's your legal representation look like? Oh, you just trying to go with whatever they give you? Oh, okay. Well, you get what, you know what I mean? It's like, well, you get what you get, but then they want to turn that into, this is my identity, that I am this person who's attacked all the time. It's like, no. Or my job keeps writing me up. Well, what's going on with your job? Well, I'm depressed, so I'm not really focused and I'm showing up late all the time. Okay, dude, maybe it's something going on with your mental health that we should probably address. But that's not healthy masculine talk, right? That's sissy cuck shit.
Exactly. And to your point, Mikey, this friend that I was just referencing, he's 10 years older than me, a white ginger male who feels he feels he's oppressed because of the amount of brown women on the telly, in adverts. Oh, every advert now has a mixed race couple. Every advert, I'm not, mate. They're trying to sell you some shit. Why the fuck do you care about the color of the people that are?
Okay. That's a good. I like that. I like that example. Brenna, how would you deal with that? And then I'll say how I would deal with that. And then when you do the thing, I like that.
Okay. So what we're talking about is a friend of yours is concerned about Black women, brown women, maybe even Muslim women being represented, like the gay couple that was on the gay couple with the kid for the Campbell soup got all all the rage. Anyway, so okay, let me center myself.
Oh, it gotta be quick. That's the whole point of the game. You don't get like a 5-minute response. Like, come on, you gotta go. Let's go. Come on.
Brenda's going for a run-up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, you just sprung this on me.
It's a spring. Springs do
I'm
that.
not participating if this is what's going to happen.
Come play.
I don't get a chance to think about things. I'm a thinker.
Top of your head. I said it to you just now. What you gonna do?
Gotta be ballers.
I don't really care.
Ballers.
It's not my fault this guy doesn't like brown people. It's a thing. It's an advertisement.
I would say, man. I was like, man.
Find me 10 with white people. Like, It's okay.
I'd be like,
Life
man.
goes on.
I'd be like, man, all the brown people must be buying stuff then.
Yeah.
Good. Then he can go fucking dig a rabbit hole and go fucking unsolve the mystery. You fucking send their asses off into the cornfield looking for fucking crop circles. Let them chase their tail.
I mean, we just recently had...
give them a counter conspiracy theory. Now what are they gonna do?
We've had this recently with the Barbie movie and how it's, you know, all these conservatives like it sucks so much, it's a terrible movie, and it's like, why is it surpass The Dark Knight?
Brother,
Did it really?
What's the
It surpassed The Dark Knight. If you haven't seen it, you better fucking see it.
What's
It's a good movie.
What's the libertarian one that's at in your manor at the minute?
Freedom. What's that Freedom movie, baby? The one that the Barbie shit on.
The Sound of Freedom? Or
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah. Everyone's losing their shit about that.
No, I heard that they was buying tickets and then the theaters was empty. Like they was just buying the tickets just so it would look like. I was like, y'all in there inflating. All right, I want to recount on all the ticket sales for Barbie, and we're gonna have to call in all the electors. And we're going to do this shit just like Arizona. We're going to recount all the ticket stubs.
Oh, Jesus.
Recount.
Are you going to call into Georgia now?
Yeah. I just need 36
we need to
ticket
find
stubs.
13,100 ticket sales.
Look, you don't even have to throw snow caps on there, okay? Like,
including Scorpio Patriot.
Damn it, I missed again.
Oh, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know.
Oh, Mikey, you need to get better at this.
I didn't label them. I was in a rush. But also, I wanted to point this out since we're done making fun of Sarah Palin. It looks like, I think
we're never done with making fun of Sarah Palin.
I know she's a self-parody. It's fine.
She's making fun of herself.
So I saw that little news blip thing on Twitter originally, right? And then I was like, okay, well, I want to put that on the show, so let me try and find it on Fox's like YouTube channel. They don't have anything. Even if I type in Sarah Palin Fox, it's from like over a year ago. Like they've cut ties with her completely.
Yeah.
Because she's got like
that was on Newsmax. Newsmax is like even
Chamber been them for ages.
Right.
Yeah.
She just can't. I guess they're trying to clean up their image. They're like, well, if Trump doesn't like us anymore, we're good. We're out of here. They're getting them all out. Well, and see, maybe that's the thing.
Except Jesse Waters.
Because if what Trump has done is so polarized the Republican Party as well as the rest of the country, then
the fact that people are actually running in the Republican Party, running against him for the Republican nominee, you know that there is it is not even together. And yeah, he's running, he's so far ahead, but the fact that they're still going, the Republican Party is still going to have debates. They're still going to they're still going to promote them. They're still going to go for endorsements. If they really believe Trump was going to be fine and nothing's happened and everybody's behind Trump, they wouldn't allow them.
Yeah, I mean, what was that one you guys watched the other day? What was the actual point of that?
Well, if Trump wasn't, going to the court thing, Trump would have been there, and it would have been the first RNC debates. It would have been just like normal, but he didn't go because he wanted to do his own thing with Tucker, and because he had to turn himself in the next day.
Yeah.
Is there any?
And because he would have been attacked while he was on there by everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has such a teensy like sliver of an ego that one little question about his
would have set him off.
He would literally pop.
It would snap him.
He's such a snowflake, man. Any heat on him, and he would fucking crumble.
Is there any?
We tried that a couple times on a few debates ago.
Is there a sliver of any chance of their Biden being primaried?
No.
No.
So
they've decided. They've already decided.
We're done. He's our guy.
Everyone's already kind of decided that he's got the best chances against Trump, so no one's going to touch him unless somebody comes up that is undeniably going to beat. And that's what I asked. Speaking from the center last night, check them out, YouTubers, on Wednesday nights on the Twitch channel. Who we actually think could actually run and win, like good, bad, indifferent. Like who could run against, like say Trump is out, Biden's out. Who could run and actually win?
Bernie.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
The age is becoming an issue now.
Yeah, no,
it's for president. It is as a senator. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. He's up and about, and he's not Mitch McConnelling every fucking 30 seconds. So he's not doing that shit. So he's fine. But as president, there's risks and
yeah, and I don't think America are ready for someone like Bernie at all.
What about how do you feel about Stacey Abrams with Katie Porter VP?
All over it. All over that. Because that would be the most progressive / disruptive kind of thing to the American narrative. And the American narrative is basically your man who just sung that song, the ginger fella. That's the American narrative right now. Am I wrong?
And then the right wingers are like, yeah, he gets us. He's like, I'm not on your side neither.
There you go.
I'm on nobody's side. What you got cooking over there, Miss Brenna?
Just thinking, who could?
Can I throw some names at you? What about if there's
no, because you're talking about primarying Joe Biden.
I'm talking about if Biden was gone and Trump was gone.
If we're past all that,
just take Kamala them out. Harris has done one as well. She can fuck off.
Like we're the hypothetical is like if we were going to run this election without the two heavy hitters in it at all. Mm-hmm. What else does the rest of the field look like? You know what I mean? Because like if Trump goes to jail or Trump is deemed ineligible due to the 14th Amendment, they're going to have a backup guy. What happens if, not burning bread on nobody, something goes on with Biden? What if Biden gets stuck up in some legal trouble too? What if both of them are gone? Then what happens? And that's the situation I'm playing out. So both of those two,
a clean slate.
The two jokers are out of the deck. All the rest of the cards are out. Who do you think who's even on the table at this point? Because I don't think anyone's thought about a Democrat for president in 6 years because we just gave up and just acquiesced to Biden so long ago. Like I think Pete's a good choice.
It's pretty good.
As much as people want to talk shit about him, that being a vet helps.
What's his status on abortion?
He's pro-choice.
Okay.
But America is pro-choice.
Yeah, it is.
The Democratic Party. If you're part of the Democratic Party, you have to vote pro-choice. You have to. You have to. I mean, you can be pro-life in your own self. Like even I know that Joe Biden is not for abortion, but he then says, I don't really want to.
He believes in a woman's right to choose.
It's not my job. It's not my choice. So and a lot of Democrats do that. Which is like, as long as you're not blocking other people, we're fine.
Right. Good fences make good neighbors.
100%.
So would you even want somebody like Katie Porter? I know you don't want to get rid of her because you want to keep her for yourself, but I'm trying to, think of the rest of the planet here.
I think for a president, you can't just be good at in Katie Porter's like she's really good at the fact, right? She can write down the facts, but you have to be able to do a whole lot of things at once. And I find that hard for somebody like she really doesn't have a lot of government experience, which is why, like, if she ends up going senator, that will be a lot better. There's a lot more to do. I think Pete Buttigieg is really good because he has been a little bit of everything. I think who else is like? Well, I feel like everybody's from like California, like Adam Schiff. He's a strong personality.
I think you're having a hard time answering because you have actual standards for people when they run.
Yeah.
So you're running it through like the Brenna are they worthy filter. I'm just saying.
Well, and also
we still have to play the popularity game. They still have to be able to fucking go on there and do a debate and the whole pageantry that is the American election.
But see, I told you that the first election that I was eligible to vote for was not just the recall of Governor Gray here, but also the governor to replace him if he didn't pass, if he was recalled, which he did, which got us Arnold Schwarzenegger. So for me, like a random list of people is not good, because what happens is we get Trump, we get Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I cannot just throw out a list and say like who has money, popularity, and all that. I need people with actual government experience that has an idea about what it means to be president. And once we screwed Hillary Clinton, who was overly qualified to become president, everything went downhill from that.
But
what do you mean overly qualified?
She was toxic as fuck.
How is she overly qualified? I don't know if she's overly qualified.
I don't think America are ready for Pete Buttigieg at all. I don't think that a gay.
Is it his age?
A gay president. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think America.
I don't know what Vivek is thinking that he's about to do. Like, this is not the UK, brother. You are not. You are not about to step over here and just like work for a prime minister over there. I'm gonna be the fucking. It's gonna be brown to two brown.
Nikki Haley won't even admit she's brown. That's how bad it is. And she's qualified.
We didn't vote for Rishi Sunak at all. And no one. It was the Conservative Party that voted for Rishi Sunak to be prime minister after Liz Truss. Remember her?
How could I forget?
Sorry, and that I have made mistakes.
Cabbage Truss.
All I remember is cabbage.
There she is.
Old Cabbage Truss.
So we didn't vote for Rishi Sunak, and I'm telling you now, as a British citizen, there's absolutely no chance that the average British person would vote for Rishi Sunak, because we still have race issues in this country. That's not me sort of like trying to.
Thanks for stating the obvious. We know.
Yeah.
We're literally you. So yeah, we know.
You invented us.
We have the more infected version of everything that you have. Yeah. Ours is a little crusty on the sides.
Ours a little fresher.
It's oozing.
It smells a little bit fresher.
Oh. Yeah. In fact,
just scrape off the.
If you get the top layer off.
Rishi is
Scab
the most acceptable version of prime minister, because if you had like Diane Abbott, she would never be prime minister. She's a black Londoner. Absolutely no chance. Bye-bye. The most abused person on the internet, on recorded fact, during the Jeremy Corbyn years.
I would like to point out something that I think some celebrities would make good presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is obviously not one of them. I mean, we have the King of the North, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think Jon Snow would do a bad job? Old Johnny Stew?
We're not even allowed a brown, black James Bond. You know what I mean?
Tradition, Wayne.
It really takes me out of this movie with these dragons and fucking wizards and shit. I keep seeing Negroes casting spells. It just kind of throws me out of the whole thing when they can just like...
Look at this brown mermaid with red hair.
I was gonna say this mythical creature is the wrong color.
Yeah. Of course he's got a purple drink lightsaber. It's probably made out of Hennessy.
Do you know what?
Why does that guy get to be different?
Yeah.
It's purple like the Crown Royal velvet pouch.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. It's true though. It's fucking true. The fact that Samuel L. requested that he had a purple lightsaber.
He had to get that.
And it was a thing. Did you see the fallout for just John Boyega turning up as a stormtrooper? A black stormtrooper? This is outrageous.
And then they said, fine, we'll give him a lightsaber. Like, what? No, you won't.
Fine, he's not a stormtrooper anymore.
Whoa. I didn't say develop him. I wanted you to get rid of him.
The boy can't have anything.
He's just riding in a speeder out in the middle of the Tatooine desert. They got bitching about the speeder, so they're just walking through the desert. They're mad about walking. They just crawl through the desert because he's...
And then they started they started kicking off about him on a horse with a Chinese girl. I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
They literally took them out of the main storyline so y'all would stop bitching, and you got mad that the alternate storyline was a distraction from the main storyline.
Oh, it was the most obvious
just
thing
say you
in
don't
the
like
world.
Black people and we could just move on. We could just ignore you outright.
Honest, right?
Yeah, we could just ignore you for what you are. But when you hide your little racist shit, make us
and then
do all this
when
extra work.
And then when you point out to people like sci-fi fans, Gene Roddenberry was the most progressive thinking storyteller ever. That he had the first interracial kiss on American TV.
Star Trek's just gotten too woke recently.
Yeah, very woke. How dare you?
Just recently.
You know,
I don't know what this all was about now. Race and
back when I was younger, I remember when me and my teenage friends, we used to be really upset about things, and we'd listen to angry music, and we would rage against that machine. And boy, when that chorus kicked in, that "fuck you, I won't do what you told me," man, it just really resonated with me. But now, come to find out, Zach De La Rocha is super woke. Tom Morello is super woke. Just super woke. How did I know? Like, how did...
I like when somebody tells Tom Morello to just make music and stop getting into politics, and he's like, maybe my master's.
Yeah, from Harvard.
My master's in political science is just not good enough. I guess it's just worthless. God, people, before you especially these celebrities that have information everywhere, like before you start making fun of like telling them to sit down and shut up about something, maybe you should look back in their past and figure out exactly what they're talking about. Because Tom Morello is not a stupid person. He's very, very smart. And he's been doing it for years. You cannot tell him to stop talking politics to a political science degree, multiple degree holder.
To be fair, he was a political scientist before he became a rock star. Just saying, before he started melting faces.
Right.
all over the southern LA area.
No, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the energy. Like what we're telling Wayne, it's just not worth the energy.
He opened for Muse in oh god.
There it is.
4
years
ago.
Did we have this conversation?
When he flipped his guitar, fuck Farage, I was like, I'm done.
Every time.
Fuck Farage. I don't care. I don't care how many times I repeat myself.
Have you met Muse yet?
No.
I had this conversation about how you could bring any subject straight to Muse. Like it's
what I do.
We gotta get you. I gotta get you to meet your hero so that you can stop talking about them. So
yeah.
Look at this. Look.
You know what it is, Brenna? It is now my new life goal to get Wayne to hang out with the whole Muse crew. And here, you know what's gonna happen? I'm not doing this because I love Wayne or I want good things for him. I want him to get what he's asking for. And they're going to be
shut the fuck up.
And you know what's going to happen? They're going to be boring. And it's going to ruin the magic and it's going to suck the essence.
Never meet your heroes.
And that's what that's what I'm going to do, Wayne. That's my new vengeance campaign is I'm going to make you meet your favorite group ever and hang out with them.
As part of our new ventures, when it comes to interviews and stuff, I will reach out to Muse's agents, handlers, whatever they're fucking called.
Friends?
I'm doing it.
Oh, no, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to get there before you.
No,
prick.
Yeah, he's going to try and do it first so that it doesn't hurt as bad. No, it's fine. It's all right. Punching yourself won't save you from this, Wayne. I've decided now. I'm going to become friends with Muse, and then I'm going to have them hang out with you, and then they're going to be boring, and then you're not going to like Muse anymore, and then I will have accomplished my goal, and then I'm going to stop being friends with them too.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get there before you.
All right, we'll see. On the way, we can stop over in Texas.
Trump's criminal indictment in Georgia and his alleged illegal efforts to subvert the election in 2020. But we've got to pay attention to what Republicans are doing right now to legally suppress the vote in 2024.
That is a bald head. Damn.
In June, Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott signed a law passed by the Republican legislature
Wayne, what have you done?
that would abolish the county elections administrator in counties in Texas with more than 4 million residents, which means that the law applies to just one county in Texas, Harris County.
Well, it's just one county.
Yeah, what can one county do?
To 5 million people, 60% of whom are black or Hispanic and 56%.
Oh,
coincidence?
Hold
coincidence?
on.
How dare you?
Hold on.
How dare you?
Why would anybody want to shut down an elections office with 60% black and brown people?
I didn't know that there was going to be that many million people there. I didn't count.
Of whom voted for Joe Biden in 2020. On Tuesday, the Republican-controlled Texas.
Like, it's so thinly veiled. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. It's like they put a couch on the curb and then they like just staple a plastic trash bag around the outside of it.
Do they? So when we continually when we see the Republicans are like Constitution, and then they just look at the Constitution and go, I don't like this part. I'm just going to ignore it.
Well, they change it. They vote to change it. That's the good part.
Yeah. They just change it.
Yeah, they just vote. They get their majorities and then they change it for,
it's just,
the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, we'll run it back for you, Wayne. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
2020, but we've got to pay attention to what Republicans are doing right now to legally suppress the vote in 2024. In June, Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott signed a law passed by the Republican legislature.
Republican legislature, that's the first step. And then passed by the governor, that's the second step.
That would abolish the county elections administrator in counties in Texas with more than 4 million residents, which means that the law applies to just one county in Texas, Harris County, home to 5 million people, 60% of whom are black or Hispanic, and 56%
out of the blue
whom voted for Joe Biden.
Who'd have thought?
Right, no.
Happened to be that way. It just happened to be that way, Mikey.
So when people tell you to go fucking vote, now do you understand? You have to vote for your state reps because your state reps can control your state constitutions, which is what they changed, which is why Governor Abbott was able to get away with this. Right. And if you let it go on the state rep side, then it goes to your governor. And if your governor ain't worth shit, then you're fucked. Just like Indiana.
I still don't understand how Greg Abbott is still sitting in his chair right now.
It's one person, one vote, isn't it, in America?
Technically. That's what they say.
That's loose. That's a loose interpretation of what it
then
is.
if no
national level, no.
If that's the case generically, then surely doing anything to suppress that means that you are being unconstitutional, surely.
Well, this is, I mean, Wayne, it's just for these larger elections. They don't want the elections committee that's already been set up to take care of, verifying it. The governor will do it, or the Secretary of State, somebody not unbiased.
Right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. This is fucking bollocks. This is fucking bollocks.
Like, it almost sounds made up.
Nah, it's just nah.
In 2020, on
it's
Tuesday,
like from
the
West
Republican-controlled
Wing,
Texas.
Right?
Yeah, House of Cards, extra story that they never used.
Supreme Court ruled that Harris County has to disband its elections office by September 1st.
That's tomorrow.
And give the state Republican Secretary of State oversight of the county's elections.
So what's the problem with the Secretary of State overseeing that county's elections? The Secretary of State, probably in this state as many, verifies the elections anyway. That's part of their duties. So what's the problem? It's just one county. I mean, right. He's going to have to look at it anyway, right? He has to do all the counties anyway.
This is actually like, as an outsider, apologies. This is embarrassing to look at this. Really? This is like proper corruption.
Yeah.
Like, it's right there. Like,
they signed the bill. They voted for it in public. He signed it on TV. Like, it's not hidden.
It's shocking.
It's legal.
It's shocking.
It's legal. But this is the thing. This is the politics that people hate, right? This is why everybody tunes out when it comes to politics. Because of shit like this. Because there's people who are like wanting the world to be a better place, and they're fools and they want this utopian future. God bless them. Yes. And then there's these guys who say, okay, well, my goal is to fuck up this county's count. Like, there's way too many people voting for Biden in this fucking, too many Democrats in here. Can we gerrymander it? No.
Yep.
Will this work? No. I mean, the only thing we could do is probably like try to push a bill and then get the governor to sign it, but that'll probably
and they just crowbar it in. Be fine.
This
floats on a cloud.
This is where all that local shit happens, because a lot of people don't give a fuck about who their state rep is. So your state rep will go to your state capital and work just like the U.S. government, just like Congress, but just in your state only. And it runs exactly the same. by and large. Numbers might be a little bit different because there's not as many people, but it's the same shit. So they got the bill through, it got to Abbott's desk, and they signed it. You can't let them win these little districts and these little victories, and these little because it spreads. And the way that they set these
absolute bullshit.
And the Supreme Court just said it was fine for them to gerrymander, so they can keep the districts all cut up and weird shaped and yeah, not neighborhood shaped, just whatever shape they fucking feel like shaped.
No, don't be offended by this. Like, I'm not saying that our political system is fucking. How dare you? I'm not saying our political system is fucking perfect at all, because it is fucking terrible. That you can cast a vote for whoever you like in certain places, but because of the social economic district, your vote may mean nothing. But this, when it comes to the land of the free and the home of the brave and all that bullshit, no, it's not. It's not. It's wankered. It's wankered as fuck.
And I think people kind of overestimate the stability of our government.
Your government is a corporation. That's all it is.
I mean, like, the rules of our society only work and are only as strong as we are in self-enforcing and our enforcement agencies.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, the housing market is completely out of control.
Yep.
Completely out of control. Nothing's done. Okay. Nothing's done. No one. I don't see people marching.
No.
To rein in these companies that are taking over neighborhoods and shutting down first-time home buyers in the entire state, unless you want to live in like a shack down by the river. Like, unless you want, like, it's like...
It's all about the monies, man. It's all about the monies.
So I don't know how long it's going to... Like, shit like this is just going to continue until people finally fucking realize you have to get rid of shit you don't like. It's not going to go away.
That will kick people off. Housing will kick people off.
Well, it's already happened. But the problem is, now that the companies are in place, like Zillow... Looking at you fucks. Now that they're in place and they own all of this shit, okay, government comes in and busts up the company. What happens to the assets? Well, they just get to sell it.
Yeah.
For whatever they want.
Antitrust doesn't actually antitrust.
Yeah. So now what?
Right.
We know that from history.
So
one of the things that we are lacking, and I think that there's we're seeing this. You're talking about, like, why aren't people getting mad at something like housing market? Well, we already have seen, like, labor unions work, right? We're seeing that right now with strike after strike after strike. It's organization. It's somebody creating the environment in which we're all on the same page. And we kind of saw that a little bit with these anti-abortion laws that went up, and the organization that went behind it struck down all these anti-abortion laws.
Right.
Because there was there were organizing behind it. Not organization as in like a central thing, but there were organizations.
It was a coordinated effort.
It was. And we're not seeing that because we're not, especially in these Republican places, these Republican-run states, is that organizing, especially when it comes to labor unions, you can't. They're creating that environment in which organization is almost to the point of illegal.
Right.
They can't protest. They have laws that say you can run over protesters if they're in your way.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, and the law's been used.
Shocking.
And the law's been used.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
There are anti-organization laws out there, not just not allowing unions to form or degrading the amount of power unions have, but literally you can destroy protesters. You can destroy them. You can stop. They're organizations laws, and it's creating the ability of big ass governments like Texas to step in and say, since your guys aren't doing shit, I'm going to do it. And it's because, no, you're making us not be able to organize.
Right.
You're making us not be able to control, like, to get a better living conditions. And then you bitch about the living conditions.
Right.
You bitch about the homeless. You bitch about, like, you're the reason why all of this is happening, because you don't give a shit. You care more about your own pockets than you do about your people. And then you say, and then you're complaining that, like, the government can't, like, government handouts. Well, people are dying in your streets, and you don't care.
Speaking
you care more about complaining.
This is a great fucking segue into.
Speaking of dying in the streets.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Sarah Jane. This is quite significant news. The junior doctor ballot closed at midday today. They've been counting the numbers. 98% of junior doctors are voting to take strike action. And now we have this announcement from the BMA that junior doctors and consultants will be taking strike action together for the first.
A doctor is worth more than 14 pounds per hour. Pay restoration now. 14 pounds. How much is that?
14?
How much is that in?
That's like $20.
How much is that in doll hairs? Where is it?
I'm pretty sure you've got the manipulation on there on the screen.
1774.
Not even 20.
Not even $20.
Not even 20.
To give a little bit of a precursor to this conversation, doctors and consultants. So junior doctors are called junior doctors. They're not junior doctors. They're just like the tier below consultants are like your top brass of doctors.
Somebody clip that.
Fuck off.
It's a two-edged sword, Wayne.
Absolute cunt.
It's a two-edged sword.
But
thank you, Tons.
Yeah, so junior doctors are the upper echelons. They're qualified. They've done all of the education, and then to be a consultant, that's your upper echelon.
They're both upper echelon?
No, you've got doctors and you've got trainee doctors and you've got upper echelon consultants.
So what's a junior doctor? Not a real almost doctor?
No, a junior doctor is a doctor. But a consultant that's the pinnacle where you want to be.
Makes perfect sense. Coming from Narnia. Just say doctor.
How many times do I have to tell you that we fucking invented you prick?
First time, and that will be.
Thank you for making it more muddy than it already was. Thank you very much.
Devastating news for NHS trusts when junior.
That guy's a doctor?
Yep.
These are all doctors?
Yep.
Junior doctors go out on.
I want a doctor with some braids. The fuck? I ain't never had a doctor with braids.
Strike. Consultants ultimately step down. They don't like using that term, but that's what they do. They step down to cover the roles of junior doctors. When consultants are on strike, now
see, that guy's got scrubs on. I believe he's a doctor.
He just stepped out.
You got to have scrubs on if you want people to believe you're a doctor.
He's literally just stitched someone up and done one.
Yeah, he's still got iodine on his elbow there.
Hospitals and the hospital trusts operate effectively a Christmas-style rota, offering only a...
My man's beard is itching. Woo, that's an itchy beard on the left.
Effectively a Christmas-style rota, offering only emergency care. And most of the other work in the hospital grinds to a halt. So we have a situation now where consultants and junior doctors taking strike action together, which is unprecedented. And this will really fill
So Wayne, what says the British people? Will they pay more money to give the NHS the wages that they desire?
Well, the NHS, the doctors and the sorry, the doctors are basically down 15% of their wages from 2010 when the Conservative government first came in. So if you think like, no matter how much money you've got coming in, you're 15% down. These are doctors, people that save your lives. And
not for long.
Yeah, and we're saying, no, you don't deserve any more money. We'll let you go off to Australia and Canada.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Get a better job.
Yeah.
You're not happy, leave.
So yeah, the surgery was a complete success. I'm just gonna spin this around. You want to go ahead and put a tip on there? I'll look away.
Yeah.
And just leave it. Like you gonna have your doctors over here stripping while they doing surgeries just to get some extra cash. They gonna have to do it with the ass out.
Mikey, as they come round, they stand there with the card machine, waiting for you to tap it. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Or the church basket, right? So you pass it around and you put a couple.
Just handle around the plate.
In there. Just everybody, just if you're in the hospital, just like they'll just pass it around.
Have you considered getting like Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes into some of the chapels? Because they can raise some funds.
Yeah.
Because y'all need somebody to bring in some money.
Just convert it to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bitcoin. But the thing is that like week to week, I always mock you guys for your ridiculous healthcare system. But
I don't notice.
Okay. I'll leave that with you and Mikey. But it annoys me that I'm so proud of the NHS. I've had 2 beautiful children fucking delivered for free through the NHS. I've got through all of my life, broken bones and other things through the NHS. And yet I see this now.
Didn't say anything.
Couple of other things.
Mikey, inappropriate.
You see my eyebrows?
Don't care.
It's appropriate for
We do not care.
I love Mike Tomlin. I'm just saying, like the fact that your girl just coming in here like, so yeah, we're just gonna take your temperature, all right? And she's like, yes, like, why do your nurses have to do lap dances because y'all don't pay?
Brenna,
like, what's going on right now?
No.
Brenna gonna go straight over to the Irish section of your hospital and talking about looking for all the curlers with their shirts off.
Brenna,
trying to get through med school.
No. So A&E after dark, and just make it a thing. See, A&E after dark. That's all you need.
They're gonna have to start sending in like footage cameras. It's gonna look like an episode of House in that bitch because they're gonna have to get some reality show. They need some. They need some liquid finances. They need some expendable out. They need some monies. They broke. Can't pay the people.
To be fair, the way things are going, I'm gonna have to start my own fan site, which is only allowed by certain people.
They're gonna have a little QR code up in the corner of the room talking about some. Just hit that on your way out, okay?
Yeah.
See you next time.
100%.
Here's your new inhaler. See you next time. Just hit that code on the way out, all right?
Mikey, do you see how I swerved that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you say it that you're swerving it, it's not swerving it.
Oh, no, I swerved the shit out of that.
If you have to say, look how cool, wasn't it cool what I just did? It's no longer cool. You can't look at your own explosions, man. You just walk away and let it happen.
Dude.
Plausible deniability.
I did my own poo.
Clip that.
Most trust leaders with absolute dread. The dates
Don't
we're talking
clip
about.
that.
And excuse me, I'm just trying to make sense of the tweet being
Brenna,
put out by the BMA.
I love
it says
you.
definitely on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Brenna can't.
There you go.
Brenna can't save you from. Brenna can't save you.
girl.
She can't save you from me.
of October. Consultants and junior doctors are striking, so they will offer Christmas Day cover on those 3 days, and consultants are striking on the 19th.
So, as we've discussed on this show and on Speaking from the Center, coups seem to be in high number. Strikes are on the rise. People are organizing. I think the greedy got too greedy.
Yeah.
I think, and especially like after COVID, like no one has the patience.
Hugely.
No one has the patience for ineptitude, for inefficiency, or excuses. Like,
well,
if you're in,
I think COVID showed exactly the issues that were going on in our society. Yeah. The required to be in the office.
For what?
For what?
To be on a fucking computer that can literally get plugged in at my house.
To see how
electricity.
How the shipping industry was losing it, and how important certain things were. Our
essential
medical
workers.
Our medical structure was not set up for a pandemic,
at
and
all.
we were told this for decades that we were not set up for a pandemic.
Well, you literally, I've never noticed that. The shipping industry dropped a fucking massive bollock. The is it the Panama Canal?
Oh, when it got stuck?
The Suez Canal.
Suez Canal. They dropped a massive bollock, and that was all through the pandemic.
Yeah.
And you had like ships backed up in California because they couldn't park.
And same thing with
they couldn't bring things. They didn't have the infrastructure to bring in. I know I kind of worked, did some video there. That they didn't have the infrastructure in order to do the entire process of taking the boxes off of the ships, to send them out, and then to get them back on the ship and send the ships out. The system was not in place because the amount of stuff that was being brought in was too much for our infrastructure.
Right. There was no plan B.
And the fact that people are so involved in the shipping, and when you don't have the people involved in the shipping part of it, your systems break down. So either more people need to be in it, or the automation needs to be in it. And so those things were obvious. Like it just, the way that things were, it was not fast enough.
I think it really showcased that people kind of got treated like they weren't important.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got, and it really showed how important the dude pushing carts at the grocery store is. And the guy, the longshoreman who works the barges, and the nurses, and the phlebotomists, and random people, warehouse workers, like random,
and also as a
railroads, like all this shit.
If you did not have the support of your government, whether it's from local government to federal government, if you didn't have the support, businesses were going to fail. People were going to get to lose their jobs, to get sick, possibly die. I mean, they were nobody was on the same page.
Brett Favre needed those girls to play volleyball, and he stands by that decision.
And I think this is all part and parcel of the same thing. Everything is kind of
these people housed
fucking volleyball.
This is all interlinked.
Volleyball.
Like, so we've had the Tory government for the last 13 years, and they have cut and cut and cut. Yet all of our bills have gone up. So where the fuck is that money going?
What money?
So if we look at the wages of doctors and clinicians, which we have on screen right now.
Basic salary £32,000.
A fully trained doctor.
What? Let me get my calculator back up here. What the hell? 32. What is it? 397. 40 grand.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all tripping.
That's a fully trained doctor in the NHS.
You couldn't even buy a fucking Honda Civic with that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's a doctor.
That's a lifesaver right there.
How much is malpractice insurance for you guys?
Well, we don't have
$1 trillion.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of private stuff.
Hey.
But
you want to go to the UK and get fucking operated on? Shut your ass up.
It'll be for free. Damn it.
Mate, just say you live in a spare room.
So what's
Can I get your address so I can pretend I'm a resident?
So a specialty doctor. How much is that?
There you go. So Mikey's doing live maths right now.
This is ridiculous. This is nothing.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
And that is 10 years of learning.
So then no one's going to be a doctor.
There you go.
For what?
There you go.
You wonder why we have a teacher crisis in America.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Because
it's the same.
Because people saw an opportunity to skim money out of the government, and then that crippled the system in the sense of we're not going to pay any more because the money keeps going elsewhere. So why would you pay a doctor or a nurse a decent wage for looking after other humans when there's money to be made? Why would you do it? Capitalism. There you go.
I guess.
You're welcome.
We actually have an and finally story, and it's not terrible. It's got women.
Woohoo!
It's got sports.
Wait, Brenna. I'm allowed to say woohoo when it comes to women.
You could have, but you didn't. But
why can't I cheer on the ladies?
Because I'm cheering on the ladies.
Nebraska has done something incredible.
So women are only there for to be sexualized. Got it.
So okay. Nebraska has done something incredible.
Welcome to the bin, everybody.
They played volleyball.
Oh, tell them why. Tell them why this is significant.
Because look, it's a ball. And it's going up and down and around. Look at that ball go. Let's just see if we can get a shot zoomed out maybe. Can you see how many people are there, Wayne?
Women's volleyball.
Can you guess at how many people might be in attendance for this very important?
Less than 81,000.
Less than 81,000. Well, Wayne, I've got bad news for you, bucko. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. That is 92,000 people at one sporting event.
Women's volleyball.
Fair play.
92 grand. So that's a Guinness Book World Record. I'm sure the entire state of Nebraska is there. So if we look around somewhere in that crowd, Ira Sweet is hiding amongst them. Because there's no way that they...
No, we need to find the population of Nebraska. Population of Nebraska.
Yeah, hold on a second. Nebraska can't have 92 million people.
So you're telling me there was 92,000 people at a volleyball match?
Yes.
And 81,000 at Wembley Stadium, and yet Wembley Stadium got more publicity than this. That's shocking.
It just happened.
That's shocking.
It just happened last night.
1.9 million people in Nebraska.
Oh, so it's fucking 10%?
Yeah.
Or 1%. 1%. Well, good for them. Good for you, girls. That must have been...
I'm just saying that's a lot of people in Nebraska.
I mean, you want to
go to one place. To all organize.
Good for you, girls. Couldn't sound more patronizing.
Hey, that's a go get 'em girls kind of thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Girl power!
No, how about it? Fucking smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.
This guy's probably hype as fuck. This guy's hype as fuck. What do you think he sounds like?
Is getting on their,
I'm sorry, but he's turned up wearing shades that match his t-shirt.
And
He's my guy.
And he's got the Nebraska logo on both, son.
There you go.
You want some lessons? You know, you got to coordinate.
We'll fucking learn you.
Well, there's only one university in Nebraska.
Oof. This audio is terrible. But
hey, Huskers!
Go Huskers!
I don't know my Huskers.
Good for you guys.
I think my
Huskers, you just smashed the life out of AEW wrestling. That field at Wembley Stadium, you smashed it. Boom, you're done.
Wayne, I need
by 10,000.
I need you to do this for me by next week, and I am not fucking kidding with you. If you value me as a friend, you will take what I say next very seriously. I need you to record a short video explaining whatever the fuck happened on stage with the goddamn skewers, and you know what I'm saying. What the ever-loving shit fuck was that? What the hell?
Just say yes, sir, and move on.
That'll be coming to... No, he knows it. No, Brenna, he's in trouble. He is in trouble. His wrestling...
Okay, we don't have... I don't care.
His wrestling people were very naughty. They did gross things on stage, and it was disgusting.
Then he'll explain it in a video.
People got stabbed in the face.
Okay,
I want my innocence back.
Okay.
I want my innocence back.
I get it.
Now.
All right.
Give it back to me.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Hungry? Tired?
It was disgusting.
Right.
He was doing this, Brenna.
No,
he was doing this.
Right, Brenna. In that case, you're on the go home. So,
good.
Mikey, Brenna.
Yes. Oh, go to Brenna. Cut to Brenna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He's trying to production you in the middle of production.
Cut to Brenna.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the greatest day of the week. That is Bins Day. For Wayne. For Jartan, who is not here. Hi, Jartan, if you're listening. And then, of course, Mikey. And the rest of us here at the Bin Podcast and the Bin Podcast channel. The Bin Podcast channel with Speaking from the Center. Don't forget that it's Wednesdays.
Wednesday night.
So you have your Wednesday night with Speaking from the Center, and then you have your Thursdays with yours truly.
Don't tell him about the rest of it. I'm making a video.
I'm not.
We have secrets.
My lips are sealed.
We'll never tell.
But join us Wednesday for Speaking from the Center, and then Thursday for Bin Podcast, and we will see you again.
Goodbye.
Mikey, come at me.
Oh God, here we go. We had an exit, and then
no, it was going so well, Mikey.
My guy, Will Ospreay went over on Chris Jericho. Let's go.
We do not care.
I'm just kidding. Stick around for the raid.
Who we raided? Let's go, Steve.